Okay, so here we are today with our free banner pool. So let's go ahead and see what we get. Come on, Lords above, hear me. I mean, we're not really going for anything, but if we get something, it'll be good. So come on, let's just do it. Come on. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, six. Oh, it's changing. Oh, I actually needed that. Okay. It's hitting again, 10. Oh! Okay. Okay. Alright. I will take that. We actually got Gallup's 35 TP from that free pool. I mean, I'm probably never gonna use this guy, but hey, I mean, I got his 35 CP now. Uh, I mean, Vaughn's 15 CP. I've already had it maximum burst, so that's just that's an extra power stone right there. But I definitely think that Aiko's 4-star armor was probably the best thing that I got from this thing because of the max bravery plus 220. So that'll actually be really good. My Aiko is actually pretty strong, so it'll be very good for her. Um, but anyways, that was the free pool, and let's go ahead and get into the topic of today's video, which is Kain Highwind. But it's gonna be blue skies for you and I. We'll step out of the shadows and walk into the light. Yeah, it's gonna be blue skies for you and I. Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Zalits, and today we're going to be talking about Kain, the Dragoon, who is from Final Fantasy IV. Now, I don't know about anything that has to do with Final Fantasy IV. Like I've stated in previous videos, I don't really know anything like back before Final Fantasy VII. So all the Final Fantasy games that are from before that period, I have no idea what they're about or anything like that. I just know that Kain is a good guy and he has some morality issues. That's about all I know. Anyways, let's go get on into what he is. So he is a melee ranged attacker. Now, I'm not really sure exactly what that entails, but if he's anything like his NT counterpart, that means he's going to be jumping up and doing all kinds of stuff because he is a Dragoon, so he's probably going to have jumps and stuff like that. So let's look at his chart here. So he has a whopping max attack stat here with a 5-star, as well as an amazing 5-star HP, which, I mean, he's an attacker. It's not that... I don't really think an attacker really needs that much HP, but, I mean, hey, what can you say? He has 4-star defense, so he's a very defensive attacker. That's kind of impressive for an attacker. We don't really see that too often. However, his max bravery is pitiful at 2 stars. He has like no max bravery, no base max bravery there. His speed is average. He has a 3-star speed and an average initial bravery as well. And then judging by his his stat table here, his stats look pretty good. His HP is obviously above average. His attack is obviously very high as well. His max bravery caps out at a pretty low amount, but that's not too bad. So let's go ahead and check out what his command abilities are. Alright, so as I said before, he is going to have the jump attacks. So first, we have jump 3. After gaining bravery based on attack, bravery times 1.2 plus an HP attack. Okay, so it's kind of just like a I'm assuming it's kind of just like a not finishing touch, just like a free energy. So with a free energy, like it has that that initial bravery gain based on attack, and then it also does the HP attack. Now I'm assuming that this does not do an attack. I'm not sure if this does an attack beforehand, but we'll check that out when we get to the section where we look at his actual ability. His overview, his release trailer. So, and then on top of that, he gets self 2 turns Dragoon's Pride, changes bravery attack to jump while. Okay, so this is actually his bravery attack. Okay, so so it will do an attack before it launches the HP attack, which is interesting. Changes bravery attack to jump while Dragoon's Pride is active. Okay, so basically it'll go from jump 3 to just normal jump. And then jump is a potent ranged bravery attack with a high turn rate. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Okay. And, oh no, it's not a bravery attack. This is actually an ability. It just changes his bravery attack. Okay. I misunderstood that. So basically, I guess he'll still be able to use jump 3, but he'll probably just use jump normally before, outside of this. So that is very interesting. I'm not sure how that's gonna really work, but we'll see in the trailer video. And then he also has Gungnir, a ranged bravery attack plus HP attack. So obviously this guy is a very strong attacker. He'll definitely be a competitive attacker, I'm assuming, coming into the game. So that's good. We need more attackers, and he's ranged as well, so that'll be good for a lot more bird type enemies and flyers. So let's go ahead and move on to his passive abilities here. I don't know why it says Fabric here. It is Kain. I don't know what that's about. The city database, I mean, you guys gotta fix this. This is not right. I don't know who the heck Fabric is, but anyways, his first passive is Jump 3 Light. Slightly reduces action delay after using Jump 3, which is his first ability. Critical Speed Up, slightly raises speed for 1 turn after inflicting a critical hit. Not bad, considering that he'll probably be getting that a lot because his damage stat or his attack stat was very high. Break Speed Up, slightly raises speed for 1 turn after breaking an enemy. Okay, so he has a lot of turn right here. He gets a lot of speed. It's not bad. Gungnir Light, slightly reduces action delay after using Gungnir. Okay. Bravery Guard Up, slightly raises defense when bravery is over 50%. Not bad. He is very defensive, like we saw in his overview table. He has Jump 3 Charge, which adds an increase of 1 use to Jump 3. Heavenly Assault, slightly raises attack upon attacking an enemy that is not targeting the user. We've seen that a lot. That's actually very good to have. Makes their attack go up really high. Not really high, but they do a significantly higher amount of damage on their abilities when that happens. Gungnir Power Up, slightly raises bravery damage dealt by Gungnir, of course. The Soaring Dragoon is his level 50. Slightly raises speed for 1 turn when bravery equals 0, and we've seen that with plenty of other characters, like I believe Titus and Vaughn both have abilities that are similar to this, so that's also really good. And then these are his 60 enhancements, which we will not get for a while. But these are things to look out for. So he gets buff speed up. So this guy actually, I don't know why they're giving him so much speed with his passive, but maybe they just want him to be faster. So he slightly raises his speed while buffed. Jump 3 Extend moderately raises the bravery gain of Jump 3 slightly, and also slightly improves the effects of Pride of the Dragoon and extends its duration by 2 turns. So it'll be going from 2 turns to 4 turns with this passive. And it also moderately raises the potency of Jump, which is his bravery attack. So that's also really good. That's very powerful. He also gets buff attack and boost up. Moderately raises max bravery and attack while buffed. Now this one is actually really good. And as I've said before, max bravery and attack are always good to have, especially when you're an attacker type character. And also considering that his max bravery is very pitiful, like this will actually come in handy for him a lot. And then his final passive is Gungnir Extend, which increases the number of hits of Gungnir to 2. Okay, so it'll be a 3 hit plus HP attack. Tremendously raises its total potency, and bravery stolen from the target can overflow up to 150% of max bravery. Now that's pretty crazy. That right there is actually pretty crazy. I mean, he's probably going to turn into a pretty strong attacker later on in the game, but it definitely won't happen anytime soon. So let's go ahead and look at his gear now. Which, I mean, he doesn't sound that bad to start with. I mean, he sounds like he's going to be pretty good, but I mean, I don't know if I would really pull on him. I'm probably not going to pull him, first of all. I'm probably not going to pull on him because like the awakenings are so close by. I just can't afford to waste any resources on characters. The only time that I'm like the only thing I've been really wasting my resources on is for future-proof characters that I know are going to be good for a very long time going forward. Which is why I've even considered not even pulling for Kuja, because it's not even worth it to pull for him right now. Because why pull for his stuff now when I just have to wait, like, 4 or 5 months for his EX to come out or something like that. So it's like, you have to balance these things out. I don't think I'm really gonna pull for him, but I don't think so anyways. So I might just end up pulling or waiting until EXs roll around. But 60s are coming out really soon, like very, very soon after Kuja, and it's just I just can't justify pulling anytime soon. So anyways, let's continue looking at his gear here. Kain's Lance increases the potency of Gungnir and lowers its action delay, grants small max bravery up and small attack up for 6 turns. Now this passive right here is very good. However, because we have saws and other buffers in the game, it won't really make that big of a difference. Now this one right here increases the potency of Gungnir and lowers its action delay. It's actually pretty good. it means you'll get more abilities off. It'll do more damage and whatnot. But I mean, the buffs are kind of just, you know, they're whatever, because now we have we have dedicated buffers like Saz, so it's like, you know, you don't really have to worry about that kind of stuff. Wind Spear increases the bravery gain of jump 3 and lowers its action delay, extends the duration of Pride of the Dragoon. This is also this one is probably the better one out of the two, honestly. Mostly because you get a lot more bravery gain when you use the ability, and then on top of that, you know, you get an even bigger extension onto Pride of the Dragoon, which is what's gonna give you your bravery attack plus, basically. So that's always good to have, and you know, he's gonna have a lot of uses or a lot of turns to be able to use that bravery attack plus his jump. So, and then his armor, the Flame Mail, HP plus 680 and attack plus 72. They are very, like, I mean, I understand that he's a defensive character, but he's also more of an offense character. Like, I don't know why they would give him HP plus 680. He's not really a defensive hero, or it's kind of weird. His max bravery is so low. Why would they not just give him max bravery? I don't know. But anyways, that one's kind of just like, I don't know. I mean, the attack plus 72 is always welcome, but I wish they would have just put like a max bravery or something on him. That would have been a lot better. So let's check out his artifacts now. Let's see what he has here. Oops. So he has buffed guard, raises defense power by 5% while buffed, and then 10% with the 2-star version. Break bravery up, raises max bravery by 2% for 1 turn after breaking an enemy, and 5% with the 2-star version, which is not bad, but I don't think he'll be needing that. Mighty Jump raises bravery damage dealt by jump by 5%, and also 10% with the 2-star version. Now, I'm curious about this because I'm not sure if it will be for the jump 3 ability, or if it'll just be for his bravery attack that it converts it to. Now, that'll be an interesting one, because if it actually increases it, if it actually increases like the bravery plus attack, which is the normal jump, then it'll be doing a lot more damage. You'll be doing a lot more damage with your bravery attacks, which is interesting. Which I'm assuming that's what it's actually for. So that one's actually going to be really good. And then Mighty Gungnir raises bravery damage dealt by Gungnir by 5%, and then 10% with the 2-star version. So these two are definitely going to be his are probably definitely going to be one of his major passives. Now, as far as everything else goes, he's probably going to want a balance of like max bravery and attack, but you know, if it were me, I probably wouldn't go for a lot of attack because his attack stat is already massively high. But his max bravery is probably going to be very, very pitiful. So that's probably what I would go for. I'd probably try and get as much max bravery on him as possible, just so that you don't overflow and overcap like crazy. So, because I guarantee you with Saz buffs, he's probably going to be hitting like a truck. So that's what I would do. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on over into the gacha simulator and see how good the banner actually will be. And I'll be right back. Okay, so here I am on the gacha simulator for Kain, Shantoto, and Leo's banner. And of course, I have my handy dandy notepad here to record all of their information. Now, I should probably make another panel here, because, you know, of course, Leo is also going to be on this banner, so it would be good for me to get that information as well. So give me 1 second. Alright, so there we have all 3 now. So I'll be recording all of these draws here, so hopefully everything will go smoothly and we'll get good draws on this. So let's go ahead and see just how good the pull rates are on this thing. Alright, so let's go ahead and start. First 5k, let's check it out. Alright, so immediately right off the bat we got 1 Shantoto 35 CP, which is always good to start with. Always good to start with. Alright, so wait, no, that's Kain's. Oops. Shantoto's is over here. I have got to wait, what is going on here? There we go. Is it still doing that? There we go. I've got to fix this because, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. That should be good there. Now let's go ahead and do another one, and let's see what we get here. Alright, so we got Origami and Squall 15 CP. Alright, the off banner is real. Alright, so third draw we got Kain 15. So let's go ahead and mark that down. 3 draws for his 15 CP. And now fourth draw we got another Shantoto 35 CP, but that doesn't need to be marked down because we already got one. So let's go ahead and continue. So we are on the 6th draw and we got a Shantoto 15 CP. So let's go ahead and mark this down. 6 draws. 7th draw incoming. Another Shantoto 15 CP. Nothing on Kain's 35 just yet. Another 15 CP for him. This is not looking too good for Kain, guys. This is really not looking so good for Kain, guys. I gotta say. Alright, so we got a Leo 15 CP there on the 10th draw. Alright, that's not looking too good, but let's keep on hoping that we get something good for our boy Kain. Alright, on the 11th draw, still nothing. 12th draw, still nothing. 13th, nothing, all off banners. 14th, Saz. Alright. 15, nothing. 16, oh my goodness, he's in that Garnet territory right now. This is getting dangerous. Still nothing. Alright, here's 19. Are we gonna see anything on the 20th? Nothing on the 20th. 21, nothing. 22, nothing. Oh my god. What is going on? 20. No. Oh man, alright, so this is 24. Only his 15 CP. 25, nothing. 26, nothing. 27. Okay, so it took 27 on that one to get his 35 CP. Well, I can't say that that's very, very good, but it's something. So, is Leo actually on this? Is his 35 CP actually on this? I thought his 35 CP was on this banner. Maybe it'll be a global thing. I don't know. Everybody keeps saying it's gonna be on this banner, but I don't know. Anyways, let's go ahead and reset this. Also, before I reset that and all of this, for those of you who are new, I probably should have explained this at the beginning. For those of you who are new, the way that I do things here is across the top you'll see number of 10+1 pulls to obtain just one of these weapons. Okay, so as you'll see on this column right here, it'll be all Kain's 15 CPs. Like so, okay, and then on the left, like okay, so these are the characters up here across the top. Across the bottom are the draw attempts. So these will basically be the sets of attempts. Okay, so basically, you know, once we get one of each of these weapons, we will move on to the second attempt to get one of each weapon, and then the third attempt, and then the fourth attempt, and so on and so forth, until we get 10 sets of data on all 5 characters' weapons, and then we will compile it, do all the totals, and you know we'll check out and we'll do the math to get the average for these characters' gear. However, looking at these first draws, it's not looking so good. So, but anyways, now that I've explained that, I will continue this and I will be right back with you guys once I've gotten all this data. So give me just 1 second, guys. Okay, so I finished this up. Now, I also failed to mention this earlier. For those of you who are new, take all this information that I'm showing you guys, and you know everything I'm saying here with a grain of salt. Because not everything that I show here is guaranteed. Like none of the draws, none of the estimations that I give you guys will ever be a guarantee for you guys to have a for certain, you know, a for certain draw chance. Because RNG is RNG, and there is nothing you can really do about it. You might get something on, you might get everything on the first draw, and you might get nothing after 100 draws. Because RNG can just, you know, screw you over like that. But you know, I've been doing this since I started, you know, my whole YouTube channel, and it seems to be working fairly well. Like, you know, these charts haven't failed me. The only one that was an extreme case was Garnet's a while ago, but you know, ever since then, and before her, it was working out just fine. And you know, from the feedback that I've gotten from a bunch of people who watched these videos, they pretty much tell me the exact same thing. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, just take it with a grain of salt. Don't take anything that I show here as it's going to be this way, because I don't want to set you guys up for, you know, oh man, he told me it was going to be like this, and you know, I just don't want that to happen. Like, if you don't get everything you wanted within the amount of draws that I said. But this is just a good estimate of how good the banner will be. And like I said, you know, my estimates usually when I do these averages seem to be pretty good. You know, I've been pretty spot on with most of these, so it's, you know, just take it with a grain of salt. But anyways, let's go on to see what I actually got here. Like, as you see here, we got a few extreme outliers, especially on Kain's 35 CP, where on his first draw, like we saw there, we had to go up to 27, which is not something new. That's still not breaking the record. I think the record was on, whose was it? I think it was last banner on like Onion Knights or something like that, where it took like 34 draw attempts to finally get it to come out. But anyways, so we have like 27, 14, but as I always say in all these videos, if you're doing this chart, like, I encourage you guys to do this chart if you don't believe the averages that I'm giving you here. None of these numbers are made up. None of these numbers are you know, I don't mess with these numbers at all. This is exactly what I got, and I just do it here for you guys. So I encourage you, if you don't believe that I did this, you know, do it yourself and you'll see what I'm talking about. The reason that the numbers, that, like, if the numbers are high, it actually is good, because it actually gives you a better average overall towards how many pulls it'll take to get these things. So because you, like, don't be afraid when you do, you know, you do these simulators and you see like a 27 attempts or something like that to get one, or you know, 30 or something like that, because when you average it all together, it'll actually build up the average to be better. So let's go ahead and go down to the math part of this. So essentially what I do here, once I do all the draws and all the attempts and all that stuff, once I have all this information compiled, I'll basically add up the totals. So on the for Kain's 15 CP, it took a total of 46 draws across all 10 attempts, all 10 sets of data here to get these numbers, to get one. Okay, and then with his 35 CP, it went up to 58. A big difference in numbers there. With Shantotto, again, it's the same with Kain. For some reason, the 15 CP, it took a lot more draw attempts to finally get hers compiled, and then for 35 CP, it was 42, which was significantly less. And then for Leo, obviously, since the 35 CP isn't on this banner, I don't know why I thought it wasn't on this banner, but we for his 15 CP, it was totaled at 51, which is not bad. And then what you do is, if you're doing this data or these tables, you take the total of the two sets right here. So like you let's say you're finding the average for 15 CP and 35 CP for Kain. You would take these two numbers here, you know, the 46 from the 15 and the 58 from the 35 CP, divided by 20, because you have 10 sets of data here and there are two separate columns of data. So you'd have to take the 10 from here, 10 from here, and then it adds up to 20. Divide the entire thing by 20, and then you will get your estimate for the average. So for Kain, it came out to about 5.2. With you know, I just average it out to about 5 plus draws. Usually something like 5 draws plus a couple of tickets, and you'll probably get everything. You know, this, like I said, take it with a grain of salt. It's not guaranteed, but this is just what it's saying. And it was pretty much the same across the board for all these guys, between Shantotto and Leo as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see if this data is correct. So this is the ultimate test here to see if these averages are actually correct or not. And if they're not, well, I mean, I encourage you guys to try it yourselves, and maybe you guys will have better luck than I do. Because again, this is all RNG. So let's go ahead and try this. All right, first draw here. Let's see what we get. All right, so on the first draw, we got Kain's 15 CP. Second draw. Second draw, we didn't get anything. Let's go on to the third one. Another 15 CP. Alright, come on. Fourth draw. Nothing on the fourth draw. So on the fifth draw, let's see. Leo's 15 CP on the fifth draw. Will we get something on the 6th draw here? Shantoto 15 CP. Alright, so we are one draw above the estimate here. So let's go ahead and see what the 7th draw has for us here. Another 15 CP for Shantoto. Let's see what the 8th draw has. Another 15 CP for Shantoto. Okay, this is not looking too good. 10th draw. On the 10th draw, we got a Kain 35 CP. On the 11th draw, we got Shantoto's 35 CP. So obviously the numbers are definitely off for the averages. But again, it's all RNG. You can never predict what's going to happen here. Like, I could do this again, and for all I know, it could be it could be way less than that. But then again, that's why I keep saying that. I always tell you guys to take these with a grain of salt. And, you know, do it. Like, I encourage you guys to do this yourselves, because your RNG is completely different from my RNG. You could have luck, I might not have luck. Like on this pool, on this test right here, I did not have any luck. So my averages for this one weren't, I don't want to say they weren't on point, but they were not to our satisfaction here. We wanted to get 5, but it just was not the case. So anyways, before we go and you know, stop and end the video here, I want to go ahead and look at the trailer video for Kain. So I'll go over there right now, and I will be right back. So while I was editing this video, I came across the part when I was, you know, looking at the average, my average for this banner, and when I was doing the draws for the averages or whatever. So I realized that it was really, really bad as far as the average went with how many draws it actually took. It pretty much took double the amount that the average said it was supposed to. So I decided to do an extra set of draws to see if it was just my bad averages or if it was just really bad RNG. So let's go ahead and try this one more time. Alright, so here's the first pull. Wow. These off banners are just insane. Alright, so we got a Kain 15 CP on the second draw. Alright, third. On the third draw, we got Shantoto 15 and 35 CP. Let's see what we get on the fourth. And on the fourth, we got Kain's 35 CP. I'll keep going for Leo, but Leo isn't that important. But this just goes to show you that even though when I did that one, it wasn't up to par. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, it wasn't, like, that one wasn't accurate of my, like, you know, my average. You can do it again, and it clearly shows that there's a chance for you to get these things within a way shorter amount of pools. It's all RNG. So on the fifth pool, we still haven't gotten Leo, but we can check out to see how many it takes to get his. His said something. I think his was about 5. However, it's not showing up just yet. What is, okay? So that one's not it. So this is 7, 8. But then again, like I said, Leo's isn't that important. So he's kind of just like the 15 CP that's going to be stuck on the banner. But he's been out on plenty of other banners, so he's probably not that important. But I just want to get him just to, you know, show. Let's see how far it'll take. I mean, if it goes past like whatever, I'll probably just do like 1 or 2 more. Okay, so on the 12th draw, we got 2 of his 15 CPs, but you know, it's whatever. Like Leo, I doubt that anybody's really going for Leo on this banner if you are pulling, so it doesn't really, like, his doesn't really count that much. I honestly added his thing to the list because I thought that it was his 35 CP, but I made that mistake. I don't think that's actually what it. I don't think he's actually going to get his 35 CP yet. But yeah, as you saw, it took about 4 draws before that to get, you know, Shantoto and Kain's gear. However, in the first set of attempts, it was disgustingly bad. And this is what I'm saying about the RNG. You might get everything in your first pool, in your first few pools, or you might get nothing after 10 plus, you know, pools, and it's just really bad. But anyways, let me move on. I just wanted to get that out of the way to make sure that it wasn't just my averages. Averages are just averages. But anyways, let us continue this video. Okay, so here we are at the YouTube video for the Square Enix JP, trailers for DFFOO. So let's go ahead and look at Kain Highwind's trailer video for the JP side that they got a while ago. All right. Oh, that's loud. Hold on a second. All right. All right. So again, I just wanna say I don't speak Japanese, so I have no idea what they're talking about here. I have no idea what they're saying. Okay, so he's meeting up with Cecil and the gang there. Seems like he has some kind of attitude, or he's not getting along with Cecil. Okay, what was that? I think that's Gungnir? I believe that was Gungnir. Okay, so that was definitely jump 3. As we saw with the 3, it had the 3 there. Okay, and that's his actual jump attack, his bravery attack. Wow. That actually does a lot of damage. Yeah, he has a pretty cool animation when he's in the launch sequence. That's actually pretty cool. He actually did a lot of damage with that jump attack. For a bravery attack, he actually did a good amount. So hold on, I want to go back and look at his Gungnir again. Let's see how much damage that actually did again. Oops, nope. Whoops. Autoplay is killing me right now. Alright, so the Gungnir actually didn't do that much damage. And he is okay, so he definitely has I believe that was his 15 CP. Or is that his 35 CP? I'm not sure. I don't remember how they looked up. But it's definitely MLB. So he seems strong, but I don't know. Like, look at his Gungnir here. It only did 2175. Now I'm not saying that he has no artifacts or anything like that. So 2175 is not that bad without any buffs. But I mean, I guess for a bravery plus HP attack, it's not that bad either. But and then the jumps are definitely where the money's at. The jumps did a lot more damage, and it's an HP attack, so you can't go wrong with that. So pretty much you would jump. You would probably jump into a Gungnir if you were actually geared up and stuff like that. You'd probably jump into a Gungnir, or you'd probably jump into another jump 3. But then again, that probably would be a waste of ability uses. But then again, he doesn't have that low amount of uses, so I don't think he really has to worry about that either. I mean, he seems pretty solid, honestly. Yeah, he doesn't seem that bad, honestly. Alright, that's gonna wrap things up for this video, guys. Kain seems to be pretty powerful, I have to say. Although I don't think I'm going to be pulling for him, and I don't think I'm going to be pulling for a while. But Kain definitely seems like if you're into his game, if you favor him, he definitely seems to be a powerhouse. Or if you're just lacking DPS and you're just looking for somebody that can make up that need for damage, like he definitely seems like he's going to be dealing a lot of damage. And he has a lot of longevity in battles, considering that his Will of the Dragoon, I think it was called, has like 5 turns on it, so it's actually really good. But anyways, I apologize for not actually bringing out the tier list video. I thought about it and I was like, it'd probably be a waste for me to make the tier list video because Kain is so close by. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to wait for Kain to drop, add him to the list, and then I will release it. So probably most likely by tomorrow night I will have that all set up and ready to go for you guys. So be on the lookout for that, and yeah, until next time, bye guys.